We are living the realities of climate change, sea level rise, as you stand watching me today at COP26. We cannot wait for speeches when the sea is rising around us all the time. Climate mobility must come to the forefront. We must take bold, alternative action today to secure tomorrow.
In 2019 on March 14, the country of Mozambique got hit by one of the worst cyclones to have ever been seen in the continent of Africa.
Cyclone Eden attacked. Cyclone Eden laid waste upon the port of Beira, Mozambique, with strong winds and severe flooding. Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Madagascar fell into the crossfire of Cyclone Eden wrath. Approximately 1,303 met their end, and more than 3 million suffered through the hands of Idai. Once the attack happened, as unexpected as unfortunate, another cyclone attacked. Cyclone Kenneth followed suit 1 month after Cyclone Eden struck havoc in Mozambique, being named the strongest cyclone to ever hit the African continent. Both these attacks have led to food shortages, flooded homes, edging 30% of core infrastructure devastated, roads, bridges, hospitals, schools, all in shambles. The stage of recovery has been a long and expensive ride, costing up to a combined of 4.4 billion USD and the efforts of new agencies and government aid. Climate change is when an unnatural amount of gases is emitted, causing the earth to get hotter. So these cyclones were amplified through warmer waters. Stuff like factories,
Numinos, what the
cities, and vehicles are the biggest contributors to climate change. Talking about energy usage, let's move on to the big threes on climate change. Factories that manufacture goods has been found to emit 23 to 30% of all gas emission each year. They like to use fossil fuels, which is number one most effective and efficient fuel source. Energy facilities are basically a knit version or little brother of factories in terms of emissions and possibilities. They cause around 20 to 25% of all gas emissions each year. These facilities uses the same fuel like coal and fossil, but luckily have so much more ways to prevent emissions, such as through renewable energy, such as windmills, hydropower, solar, and nuclear energy.
Just a quick disclaimer, I'm actually sick while recording this voiceover, so don't mind the voice. Cars, we all love them, do we? The looks, speed. And it's a comfortable private form of transportation. Quite a marvel of engineering. There have been one hell of a history, but in order to not bulk up the video, we'll be presenting the pre-war era and the years after that. These bubbly, round, and colorful bundle of joy was a luxury to be had back in those days. This modern era of cars is what we would consider an infestation.
Depends on the wolf. Hey.
Mass-produced and affordable cars. I see affordable cars as a great thing. But I have come to the conclusion that maybe we sometimes shouldn't own nice things, because I don't even have to explain to you about the infestation. Just take a look out your window. During rush hours, you'll notice cars everywhere. Some of them look nice though. While there are other personal vehicles like motorcycle, trucks, or whatever this thing is, think it's a coffin. And our love for cars was probably the reason why it made up 60% of all road transport emission globally. And as a reference to how much that is, in 2023, about 3.8 gigatons of carbon dioxide are released by these iron bricks on wheel. In order to not just have cars as a star bad guy, in 2023, which was like 2 years ago, had around 3.8 tons of carbon emission from vehicles all around. Here's a chart. I'll go grab a snack while you're at it. Now with all these problems stacking up, what can we do in our daily lives when it comes to transport? It's best to just walk, bike, or take public transport. Our food plays a factor also. We must consume less meat and buy locally. Turn less things on your house in order to reduce energy usage. Either buy secondhand, tailor-made, or handmade clothing. Spread awareness to friends and family. And last of all, vote for climate-conscious leaders.
Climate change is gonna kill us and we treat it as ironic television. We watch it from behind the screen and comforts of our homes, not giving much of a second thought to it. We just go on with our days ignoring what is happening. So in order to make a difference, we should recognize our habits,
55 burgers, 55 fries!
Our habits and become an inspiration for others. We should protest, advocate, and create new ideas to lessen climate change. So, will you help change or will you freeze to death in the void of ignorance?